What is personal injury law? Beyond physical harm. Imagine a situation where someone slips and falls in a grocery store, but it's not just their body that gets hurt. Sometimes, the damage is emotional or even financial. That's where personal injury law comes into play. It's a part of the legal system that helps people who have been harmed by someone else's actions or negligence. While many think of it as just about broken bones or bruises, it actually covers a lot more. Personal injury law is about fixing all kinds of harm, including mental and emotional suffering. It's a way for victims to get compensation for what they've lost or endured. This area of law is a branch of tort law, which deals with civil wrongs. When someone acts carelessly or intentionally causes harm, they can be held responsible. To win a personal injury case, the injured person, called the plaintiff, must prove that the other party, known as the defendant, was negligent. Negligence means failing to act as a reasonable person would under similar circumstances. For example, if a driver runs a red light and hits a pedestrian, they breached their duty of care. The law then looks at whether this breach caused the injury and what damages resulted. Damages are the losses the injured person can recover. These include physical injuries like cuts or broken bones, but also non-physical damages. Emotional distress is a common example, where someone suffers anxiety or depression after an incident. Loss of companionship or affection, known as loss of consortium, can also be claimed, especially in cases involving spouses or family members. Pain and suffering refer to the emotional and physical discomfort caused by the injury. If someone misses work due to their injuries, they can seek compensation for lost wages. Property damage, like a car or personal belongings, can also be part of a claim. Personal injury claims can come from many situations. Car accidents are the most common, but slip and falls, medical malpractice, defective products, and even intentional acts like assault are included. Sometimes the law applies strict liability, meaning the defendant is responsible regardless of fault. For example, if a product has a defect that causes injury, the manufacturer can be held liable even if they took all precautions. To succeed in a personal injury case, four main elements must be shown. First, the defendant owed a duty of care to the plaintiff. Second, they failed to meet that duty. Third, this failure directly caused the injury. And finally, the plaintiff suffered actual damages. This process helps ensure that victims are fairly compensated for all the ways they are affected by someone else's wrongful actions. In practical terms, personal injury law helps victims recover medical bills, lost wages, and emotional suffering. Lawyers in this field work to negotiate settlements or take cases to court if needed. Defendants might try to argue that the injured person was partly at fault, which can reduce the amount of compensation. But overall, personal injury law provides a way for people to seek justice and receive the help they need after an incident that causes harm. It's about more than just physical injuries. It's about recognizing all the ways someone can be hurt and making sure they get fair treatment.